The most anticipated matchup of the year, New Canaan versus Darien. The Rams versus the Blue Wave. Will the tides be low and will the Rams go out for a swim? Or will the waves arise like a tsunami in the midst and drown the Rams? All of us await the result. Boys and girls from around the world tune into this Thursday afternoon game. From the sea to shining sea, from the Andes to the Appalachians, from the Mississippi to the Thams, from Mount Everest to Mount Blanc, from the Nile to the Amazon, from New York to Connecticut, from Darien to New Canaan. We all await this matchup. Welcome to this Thursday afternoon matchup between the New Canaan Rams and the Darien Blue Wave here at New Canaan High School Varsity Gym. Here to my left, Will Langford, and my right, Dylan Stevens, myself, Gray Tomasco, here on the call tonight. For starting off this game here, Will, what was some of the matchup like last year for these two teams? Sorry, Dylan, I'll go to you first. What was the matchup like for these two teams last year? How did they compare?
Yeah, so these are two great teams playing against each other today, and they're not just two great teams, but two rivals playing each other. And last year they played each other twice, once in New Canaan, once in Darien. And when they played at their home courts, they won. When New Canaan was home, they won, and when Darien was home, they won. So it'll be an interesting game today to see what happens, but no matter what, it will definitely be a close game today.
Right, New Canaan blew them out in the first game. Second one was a little closer, 29-27. Will, what do you have on the keys for New Canaan?
Yeah, so for New Canaan, last game against Bassick, they pressed them a lot and they sped up the game. I believe that New Canaan has a lot of success when they control the pace of play and they push the ball up the floor. They are well conditioned, and I like to see going fast because they can play fast and they know how to do that with a lot of pressure. New Canaan likes to have a 2-3 zone, but they can go into a press. Both are successful for the Rams on defense. And on offense, they produce well, and they find open shots underneath and inside the paint.
Right, and New Canaan is 3-0, I believe, coming into this game. Darien is 2-3. So Darien looks to make the record of 5-0. New Canaan looks to stay undefeated. Well, what are some of the keys for Darien tonight that are going to allow them to really overcome this?
Yeah, so to get back to 500 for Darien, they're going to need to play with everything they have. This New Canaan team, very talented offensively and defensively. A lot of athletes on this team, so they're going to need to contain them very well. But Darien also has some athletes as well. They're going to need to use their athleticism to beat New Canaan, and they're going to have to use speed to beat New Canaan as well.
Thank you. Very good point. Some of our players to watch tonight, Maddie Donaldson averages 17.6 points per game this year, Will. An amazing feat from New Canaan here. What do you have on her?
Yeah, exactly right, Gray. Against Weston and Joel Barlow, she dropped 16 points. And then against Bassick, she dropped 21. 3 great offensive performance nights. The offense runs through Donaldson, and when Donaldson performs, they've won. They're 3-0 because she's had great nights for those 3 nights. So we're going to need to see Donaldson have another great night in order to beat their rival.
Right, and Darien's a great team this year. A lot of key players here. Dylan, what do you have on some of Darien's players? Who are you looking out for tonight?
Yeah, so I'm looking out for tonight is senior captain Caitlin Secor. She is a relentless finisher and a lockdown defenseman, but what she's very known for is her leadership on the court.
Right, Darien's an amazing team this season, and they've really overcome some tough losses. And they had Joel Barlow; they lost to by 3, I believe it was, and then New Canaan beat Joel Barlow by 14. So Darien really looking to come into this game with an underdog mentality, and they've had 5 games this season, so maybe that kind of experience already to New Canaan's only 3 might give them an edge up, and team chemistry and places like that, and returning players. What do you think, Will, are going to be, some more keys for Darien in terms of coming into this game with maybe an underdog mentality or kind of having that chip on their shoulder?
In a rival game, you're not looking at each other's records. You're just looking at the other team. Darien's coming in here with one thing on their mind, and that's to beat the Rams on this afternoon. Even though they might be 2-3, they're not looking at that right now. They're just looking at this game against New Canaan. They don't care what they've done in the past. However, they've gained experience from it, but they're looking past it, and they're moving on to the future. And I see them coming out and playing with everything they got in order to not fall to 2-4, but yet get another win and go 3-3.
Right, and Darien, a few key injuries here. 3 players out, 1 with a right shoulder injury, 2 with right knee injuries. You see with the knee braces. So, New Canaan only suffering with an injury from senior Cravado. So it's very different, and that might be the reason that Darien's gotten off to a slow start this season. I'll go to you, Dylan. What do you think Darien and New Canaan are going to be, who's going to be playing with that more underdog mentality, that chip on their shoulder? Do you think this game's going to be an aggressive one?
Oh, most definitely it's going to be an aggressive game. 2 rivalry teams playing against each other. Records out of the place, of course. No matter what it is, one team's way better than the other, a rivalry game's always going to be close. We've seen that with Turkey Bowl of football, and I know tonight this game's going to be really close. Both teams are going to be fighting each other.
Right, and one-on-one with each other after COVID, which is really kind of this reset of records and this rivalry, and we're going to start to see, which team's the better team and who's going to start to pull away in this post-COVID era.
One thing I would like to add, too, is there are 13 players on the New Canaan bench compared to only 8 on the Darien bench. That will allow New Canaan to do a lot, as they have plenty of bench and depth to go to speed up the game, press, do whatever they want. Whereas Darien, with only 3 subs, will have to limit and figure out how much their players can handle in this New Canaan high-pressure, high-intensity game style.
Right, we'll see how this game plays out. This game is a highly anticipated one, originally supposed to be at 7 p.m. tonight, moved earlier, so these players cannot wait to get onto the court, and that's just shown from the game time changing and these players showing up here early. I know the New Canaan players were here about an hour before.
To go back to Will Langford saying there's 13 players, that's very interesting because we've seen a lot of different starting lineups from New Canaan's team, so it'll be interesting to see who starts today.
And it looks like it's about the same starting lineup.
We'll get ready for the national anthem coming up anytime soon now. We'll get the starting lineups first.
Number 24, Gigi Brown. Number 24, Gigi Brown. Number 22, Mackenzie Nolan. 2 starters for Darien. Number 10, Kate Avidable. Number 15, Julia Ryan. And number 14, Julia Erlin. Starting lineup for the Rams tonight. Number 2, Claire Ognabeni, 32. Number 31, Fiona Mueller. Number 24, Tia Kiviko. Number 11, Maddie Donaldson, the captain. And number 10, Natalie Plosker, the captain.
Yeah, we're seeing 2 new starters tonight in Ognabeni and Kiviko.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise for the playing of the Star Spangled Banner.
We'll be back to you after the playing of the Star Spangled Banner. New Canaan back here, ready to start this matchup. New Canaan and Darien both very excited.
During the national anthem, the New Canaan girls, all of them holding hands, left hand behind their back with their teammate. I think that's something Coach Kim Palmer does to build chemistry with them.
Look, we have a few minutes here, Will. I want to do one of my favorite seconds. Who do you think, one of my favorite subsections here, who do you think is the best shoes on the court pregame, Will?
After just a quick glance, I'm liking Fiona Mueller for the New Canaan Rams. A lot of style right there. I believe those are Kyrie Irving shoes. Not sure what model of Kyrie's, but with the colors, that's my pick today.
Right, I've got number 22 on Darien, Mackenzie Nolan with the purple shoes. And we're underway here at New Canaan Varsity Gym. Ognabeni wins the tip-off down to Donaldson. Donaldson drives to the basket. Kicks it back out to Tia with the 3. 3 is good from the Rams.
From way downtown, Tia Kiviko starts off the Rams hot on offense.
One of the better shooters for this team.
The Rams back in a man press like they did against Bassick. Fall back into their man defense in the half court.
Avitable brings the ball down the court here. Looking for cutters. Avitable picks up her dribble. To Brown. Brown with the ball. Brown finds Ryan. Ryan drives to the hoop on Ogdenbenny. Back out to Avitable.
Good defense by the Rams right here, not allowing any penetration in the paint so far.
Brown looking for cutters, can't find him. Avitable to the inside. To Erdlin. Blocked.
Jets that out of here, blocked by Fiona Mueller.
Donaldson finds Mueller. To the inside, Donaldson. Donaldson with her first two.
Great cut by Maddie Donaldson, but better find by Fiona Mueller as the Rams set back up in press.
Mueller goes from the block to the assist.
Avitable brings the ball down the court, guarded by Plosker, 10 on 10. 24 on 24.
Good. Ooh, refs calling it tight tonight already with a little hip check by Tia right there.
Tia has been dominating already with the 3 and then playing great man-on-man defense so far.
Gigi Brown with the inbound. Darien sets up an inbound play.
And Donaldson will go get it.
Donaldson with the steal, finds Plosker the inside. Plosker with an easy 2. That'll be 5 for the Rams tonight.
Donaldson filling up the stat sheet already. 1 assist, 2 points. Great start for the Rams and Donaldson.
Right, 7-0 here is your score. Brown drives down the court.
Rams fall back into that half-court man.
To the inside, finds Erdlin. Bucket's no good. Rebound, Ogdenbenny. Kicks it out to Donaldson. Donaldson drives. To the basket, Donaldson. Putback points, no good.
Like the aggression there from Donaldson, though, going to the hoop, trying to draw the foul. I believe she'll get that call later on in this game.
Rebound by Nolan goes to Brown. Brown drives down the court. Sorry, Avitable. Finds Ryan for her first bucket of the night.
And that's what happens when you overhelp on defense. Overhelping from the big man leads to that easy layup. Great play by Darien right there down in the paint.
Plosker taking her time, finds Donaldson. Donaldson setting up a play here. Finds Kivico. Back to Plosker. Slow movement.
Darien in this man defense.
Donaldson finds the ball, top of the key. Finds Kivico, nothing. To Mueller, Mueller drives. Mueller finds Kivico, kicks it out. Donaldson, wide open 3. No good. Rebound, Ogdenbenny. Putback points.
Oh, and he calls it a jump ball. Unfortunate right there. It should have been an and 1 for Ogdenbenny. Darien gets awarded with the ball.
New came with the press defense. Donaldson being very aggressive.
Nearly stolen by Donaldson. Darien rushes up the court on the fast break. 4 on 5.
Erdlin airballs her first shot. Blocked by Mueller once again.
Not today, my friend, Fiona Mueller says.
What I keep seeing from Darien is they're just throwing up the ball. They're just chucking it up there, it looks like right now.
2 from Erdlin. Plosker brings the ball down the court. Just crosses halfway. Finds Kivico. Kivico to Donaldson. Donaldson to Mueller. Mueller to Donaldson. Top of the key. Donaldson looking for cutters. Nothing there. Kivico, Ogdenbenny to the inside. Drives. Puts one up.
Good
Another
entry
bucket.
pass into Ogdenbenny from Kivico right there. And way to use your body down low and penetrate the zone.
Avitable drives down the court here. Guarded by Plosker. 10 on 10. Plosker with the aggressive defense. Nearly gets one. Finds Brown.
New Canaan playing below the 3-point line.
Great
Ryan
steal by Fiona Mueller.
turns the ball over.
Might have been a travel right there by Donaldson, but luckily the refs didn't see it.
They'll keep the ball. Looks like New Canaan will come up with some play to inbound the ball.
Donaldson finds Mueller to the outside. The open 3. She elects to drive to the basket. Finds Kivico. Back to Mueller.
Plosker with the 3. Irish spring green with the 3.
They'll call her 2. Her foot was on the line there. Timeout taken by the Wave.
You love to see when everybody's starting to heat up. Kivico and Plosker with 3s on the board already. Great find at the top of the key. Plosker starting her night off hot.
Right, great two from Plosker there, and the pace of this game is a lot faster than I think I anticipated, and the gym's getting very excited. It's 11-4 here. This is one of the more fast-paced games, especially for the New Canaan Rams, as normally they slow down the ball and they play with a bit of tempo, but it's definitely working in their favor tonight, and they're going to continue to do so.
Yeah, this is a great start for New Canaan so far, but momentum in basketball can switch very easily, so really interesting to see what happens in this first quarter.
Right, we'll see who checks in here. It looks like
Catherine Ronsky in for Fiona Mueller.
first sub for the Rams. Darien will not substitute any players. Will keep their starters in.
I believe New Canaan's in a 1-2-2 zone press here.
Brown will inbound. Finds Avitable. Back to Brown.
Risky football pass right there from Darien.
Avitable drives. Kicks it out. Ball tipped by a Ram. Batted away by Blue Wave.
That's an interesting call. It looked like it was tipped out by Natalie Plosker, but I guess the Rams will take the ball.
I think Nolan got a hand on that one there. Donaldson inbounds to Plosker. Drives up the court. Finds Kivico. To the inside. Donaldson goes up.
Good rebound, Ogden right there, giving the Rams an opportunity for second chance points.
Batted out of bounds by Kate Avitable.
Great hands by Kate Avitable right there, giving Darien a second chance to set up their defense.
Plosker receives the inbound back to Kivico.
Rams in a spread offense here, and that is a travel on Ogden. A little too quick.
Look, loses her pivot step there. That's unfortunate. Avitable inbounds here. Finds Brown. Rams in a full court press.
Rams really trying to speed up the game here with this full court press, working to their favor as it's 11-4 so far.
Rams look to trap, does not work. Brown drives to the inside.
Good help defense by Kivico there to get hands on the ball, but Ogden will be charged with the foul.
Darien starting to really be able to move the ball a lot better right now.
Right, Darien getting past the half court is what they're going to need to do tonight to be successful. This will be Julia Ryan inbounding here for the Wave. Finds to the outside, Nolan. Nolan drives to the basket, puts one up. No good.
Just a bit left. Jump ball, I believe that should be Rams basketball.
Looks like Darien isn't taking the best shots right now. They're kind of just throwing it up there while they're very hardly contested.
Plosker brings the ball down the court for the Rams here. The point guard, senior captain, finds Kivico. Kivico to Ronsky. Ronsky with the three opportunity. Finds Plosker.
Nola posting up down low.
Camera with the ball. Finds Ronsky. Darien and the aggressive man. Handoff to Plosker.
Darien not letting anything happen down in the paint. Good cut by Ronsky.
Ronsky misses her first of the night. Great pick there by Plosker.
Great movement by New Canaan trying to set something up. Wasn't successful, but next time looks like it will be good.
Avitable finds Brown, back to Avitable. Mackenzie Nolan. Blue Wave having trouble getting it past the half court.
Oh, almost 10 seconds.
Mackenzie Nolan on the breakaway, misses her layup. Putback points, that'll be 2 for number 15, Julia Ryan. Plosker drives down the court. Slow to move, taking her time. Plosker finds Ronsky. Ronsky to Donaldson. Donaldson drives, finds Kivico. Wide open three.
Just a little bit long on that three by Kivico, but great shot and great pass by Donaldson with the kick out.
Kivico almost again with another three.
Aggressive defensive effort here from the Rams. 10 on 10 once again.
The Rams in a 1-2-2 zone right now, forcing Darien to exploit all of their offensive plays.
Nolan nearly finds Erdlin on the inside. Donaldson brings the ball down the court, looking for her first few. She gets fouled in the paint. She'll be on the free throw line.
Put it in the book and send her to the line. Donaldson, first time at the free throw line tonight.
Look, Donaldson was 6 for 6 at the beginning with her free throws of that last game versus Bassick, and we're seeing here she's a very high percentage free throw shooter.
Darien's got to figure a way to get through New Canaan's pressure. They just can't handle all this pressure right now.
Donaldson first shot. First one misses just long there.
Mandel and Mueller check in for Kiviko and Ronsky. Mandel, known as the spark plug on defense for the Rams, very aggressive and collects many steals.
Great shot shooter.
Donaldson with her second shot. Second one goes in and good. No surprises there.
Nothing but the bottom of the net for Donaldson. Back to what we normally see. And a tip pass by Fiona Mueller.
Nearly stolen. Mandel finds Brown. Double teamed, and they'll call a foul.
That is the right call, but I love the aggression from Mandel right there, showing Darien they're not getting anything easy in the backcourt.
Look, foul called on Donaldson there with the aggression from both players. Brown will inbound. Looks for Evitable. Running out of time, finds Evitable. Long ball. Drives to the basket. No angle, air balls. Brown puts one up. Second chance points, no good. Rebound by Kammerer, who finds Mandel, who drives down the court.
We'll possess the ball, give it to Natalie Plosker. She's great ball handling moves.
Plosker, top of the key. Kicks it out to Donaldson. Donaldson looking for a cutter.
Rams into the UCLA playbook.
Fiona didn't see the pass, but she gets it.
Mandel sets up Plosker for the wide open three, no good.
Helping her teammate up.
Yeah, Mandel got tackled there on the play after getting the great pass.
Oh, and Darien rushing their offense. Throws it way out of bounds on the fast break. Missed opportunity there for the Blue Wave.
Right, a little too far from Evitable. Mandel will inbound here for the Rams. Mandel to Plosker. Plosker will carry down the court. Taking her time, guarded by Evitable.
Rams back in the UCLA type offense.
Donaldson finds Mueller. Mueller passes the wrong team. Stolen by Brown. Brown drives the court. She'll find Nolan. Nolan drives in the paint.
Oh, and that is a travel, ladies and gentlemen. Took 3 steps there.
Right, clear call. That's an easy call for a referee.
11 seconds left in the quarter. New Canaan's going to need something quick right here.
Plosker taking her time. Understands she wants the last shot.
Getting loud and rowdy in this gym.
Plosker will drive, takes the three from way downtown.
No good. The bank was not open there, unfortunately,
a few seconds left. It's getting pretty loud. New Canaan bomb squad right now is getting pretty loud right now. A lot of people are here.
Right, very noisy on this side of the gym.
Definitely giving the home court advantage for New Canaan Rams.
Right, as we spoke on before, Darien winning their home court game last year, New Canaan winning theirs last year. In this game, it hopefully for the Rams, they're looking to do the same. Dill, what do you think the Rams need to do here to continue to hold momentum? And they're up 12-6, which is definitely the lead that they're comfortable with.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah, what do you think the Rams need to do here to maintain this momentum that they have and stay in the game?
They just got to keep up their aggressive attitude, just giving them pressure because Darien obviously can't handle it right now.
Right, and Will, what do you think Darien needs to do to get back into this game? They're down 6. That's a fine place to be.
They just got to turn a lot of things around. Poor transition offense. Defense is lacking a little bit, and offense not taking the best shots, but they have had them there. They're going to need to start making their shots, tighten up on defense, and make smart plays in transition.
Right, and Darien has the depth. Unfortunately, a lot of that depth is injured, and that's hurting them in this game. A lot of quick players, a lot of the shorter players are playing, and, it's something that they've had to overcome here.
We'll see some new substitutions for New Canaan.
Driscoll and Agnabenny check into the game.
Right, Driscoll's first minute to the night here.
And it looks like Darien will keep the same 5 in. Looks like we haven't seen any substitutions yet from Darien.
Right, Darien definitely a low substitution-heavy team here.
Relying on their starters, not much trust in the deeper bench.
Evitable drives to the basket, looks to kick out. Driscoll nearly with a steal. Finds Brown.
Aggressive help defense by Kiviko right there. But a 3 by Mackenzie Nolan.
A 3 right into Tia Kiviko's face.
Right, that's a big smack talk opportunity there. Plosker down the court.
What a way to start the second quarter for the Darien Blue Wave, cutting that 6-point lead in half.
Kiviko drives to the basket. Kivico gets nearly 2 of her own, rims
Oh,
out.
with a little too much English off the glass. Kivico nearly misses the nice fillet.
Kivico was so close to saying almost what you can do, I can do better, but just a little too much spin on the ball right there.
Right, and a great play by her. She keeps that up. She'll have some more on the night.
Bella DeFelice will check in for Claire Agnabeni.
Nolan will inbound to Brown here, the point guard. Brown will bring the ball down the court.
Rams an aggressive, widespread man defense. Forcing her left is Kivico.
Look, does not want that left-hand opportunity, which was given to her. To the inside, to the center in the paint. Erdlin. Brown takes a 3. Brown no good.
Once again, Kivico with the extra help defense. Luckily did not favor Darien there.
Mueller down the court, finds Driscoll. Driscoll for 2. Driscoll no good. Mueller nearly on the rebound.
Darien with the outlet pass to Avidable.
Avidable here looking to the inside, finds Ryan, who puts one up, no good.
Mueller brings it back up the court after rebounding on the defensive end.
Looks for Driscoll. Driscoll misses that pass. Miscommunication there. Ball will be spotted out of bounds.
You know, you just got to slow down there. Driscoll was open, but you got to come to a jump stop and kick out in order to get the good 3-point opportunity right there.
Yeah, New Canaan really not giving their time any time to possess. They're just trying to get to the basket as quickly as possible right now.
Look, Brown on the outside of the court here. Brown on Kivico. To the outside. Avidable to Brown. Back to Avidable.
Cutting are the Darien guards.
Finds Brown. Big cut by Nolan here, who gets her 2.
Great cut right there. Sneaking behind the defense. Backdoor on her defender. That's how you play offense right there.
Mackenzie Nolan with the last 5 points of the game here, putting Darien back in a 1-point game.
You know, New
Quick
Canaan,
trap by Darien.
New Canaan had a good first quarter, and they're not having the great momentum right now, so they're getting Donaldson back in the game as we see her kneel down.
Blosker carrying, finds Kivico. Kivico trap, double team. To the inside, Driscoll finds Blosker. Blosker takes her 2.
Good ball movement by the Rams right there. Finding the big and then dishing it off to the guard to draw the foul on the block.
Look, way to draw that foul there. That's exactly what Blosker was looking for. Another high percentage shooter looking to get 2 more.
Yeah, and as a smaller guard, that's exactly what you got to do. You got to go right into them, not fear the contact, and just take it and head to the line.
First one. Great ball there. Nothing but net. Second one here for Blosker.
Donaldson checks in the game now.
Blosker hits the second one. Nothing but net. A sharpshooter.
As Donaldson checks back into the game, they enter this man press once again.
DeFelice. Oh,
Yes.
and she'll go over and back.
And that is great defense by DeFelice.
Right, just not a smart play there by Darien and just tripping up and making a dumb pass. Blosker once again receives the ball. Will drive down the court into the paint, kicks it out to Mueller. Mueller drives herself.
Looks like
Passes
she
up
got
the 3-point
fouled.
opportunity for the wild layup in the paint.
Look, trap opportunity given up there. Avidable kicks it out to the side. Ryan back to Avidable.
Good defense by Blosker here, forcing her to pick up her dribble. Nearly stolen by Kivico.
Kivico out on Brown. Donaldson picks her up. Avidable fumbles, stumbles, ball out of bounds.
Number
see
11, Caitlin Erdlin checks in.
First substitution for Darien this whole game.
Right, and Erdlin, the younger sibling of number 14, the senior captain, Julia Erdlin, who she'll check out for. Sorry, both sisters remain in the game. Blosker to DeFelice, top of the key. Finds Kivico. Kivico to the outside, Mueller. Finds Donaldson on the cut, great ball.
Good find, and Avidable of Darien will be charged with the foul.
Now, these are some great plays New Canaan's getting. They're getting their girls wide open on the net, just not able to finish right now, but
Mandel
great
checks
plays.
in for Blosker here. New Canaan probably looking to add some more defensive energy on the floor with Mandel.
Hagening checks in the game for Darien. Subs out Avidable. Donaldson looking at inbound, finds Mandel. Mandel to Kivico, top of the key. To the right side, Mueller. Back to Mandel.
Rams back into spread offense. Little motion action we got here going.
Mandel to Mueller. Back and forth, the two go.
Looks like Darien's in a zone now.
Mueller looking for a driving opportunity. Mandel sets a moving pick.
2-3 zone, providing troubles to the New Canaan Rams. Coach Palmer takes a timeout to discuss things over, maybe draw up a play. This 2-3 zone is providing problems for this New Canaan Rams offense.
Right, and this is an important opportunity to get points on the board here. 14-11, a 3-point lead is not enough going into a half. So, you know, Rams are really going to try to put some more points on the board here with 4 minutes, 30 seconds left to go.
Yeah, the Rams only scored 2 points in this quarter. It's a 5 up Darien. Rams are going to need to change something around here.
Yeah, this is a great defensive game by both teams right now. Low-scoring game. It'll be interesting to see what New Canaan can do on offense with Darien's new defensive tactic by having a zone, which I think will be successful because New Canaan's plays were working with the pick and roll on man.
Mandel with the ball here, finds Kivico.
Darien switched back to a man defense here.
Kivico to Donaldson. Donaldson to Mueller. Mueller looking to drive, kicks it out to Kivico. Back to Mandel, one of the better players on this team. Mandel finds Donaldson. Donaldson with the 3. Donaldson nearly misses. Kivico with a great rebound. Finds Mueller. Mueller with the opportunity, drives to the basket.
Looking for the foul call once again, but is not awarded with it. Rams run back on defense and set their man defense back up.
Look, when you drive to the basket, you got to drive to score. You can't always be looking for the foul call.
That is right, Gray. You got to go hard. You can't shy away from the contact. You got to go right into it.
Mandel guarding Haggany.
Ooh, I don't know about that one. Looked like it tipped off the Darien guard right there at the end. The freshman, Tess Haggany.
Rams here, great defense by Mueller. Brown with the ball, guarded by Kivico. Brown looking for something, finds Haggany. The freshman drives, brings it back outside. Back to Brown. Fumbles the ball, picks it up here. Mueller with the tip, finds Donaldson with the steal. Donaldson slowing down the game. Donaldson on her own, guarded by Brown. To Kivico. Kivico to Mueller.
To the screen. Mandel off the screen, looking for the shot.
Mandel drives to the inside. And
Finds
a great
it.
layup.
And it's good. Mandel finishing in her defender's face with the contested layup.
Mandel with the finesse. I don't know if she's better at basketball or carrying me in science class, but right now it looks like she's pretty good at basketball.
Right, great shout out there with 3 minutes left to go in the half. Haggany drives, fouled Mandel.
That's the quickness of Haggany right there, forcing Mandel to reach her hand in and stop her progression. Haggany using her quickness to her advantage right there.
Haggany in the outside will inbound here. Darien sets up their play. New Canaan not caring at all. Sets up in their zone. Donaldson nearly with a foul. To the inside. Sister to sister connection. Erdlin fouled in the paint.
You know, and that's why you get the ball inside. Multiple foul calls will happen in high school basketball when you put the ball inside the paint. Great job by Darien right there to give themselves a chance at the line.
They'll give her 2 shots here. I don't know if she was looking to shoot with her being behind the net, but looks like they'll give her 2 shots. We'll see what she can do here.
Erdlin with her first 2 free throws of the night. First one goes up. First one is no good.
Just
a lot of arc.
bit right there.
A lot of arc on that free throw here. Second shot. Erdlin with her second. Ball's up. Second one's good. Nothing but net. 50% on the game for Erdlin.
Darien cuts the lead to 4. Darien in a man defense here. Very aggressive, playing outside the three-point line.
Blosker finds Donaldson. Donaldson to Mandel. Mandel controlling this offense. Finds Kivico. Back to Blosker. Blosker at the top of the key. Finds Donaldson on the cut. High pass here. Donaldson nearly fouled on the inside. Put back points by DeFelice.
Great positioning by DeFelice underneath there to get the rebounding. Good. Put back by New Canaan. Very, very good offense.
DeFelice obviously has putback king on Hall of Fame right now.
Brown to the inside. Finds Ryan.
Great find. That's what happens when you cut baseline. You cut middle, and you find open players for the layup. Great job by Darien's offense right there.
And Julia Ryan with another 2. Blosker looks for Mandel. Stolen away by Brown. Brown to Ryan. Ryan finds Nolan. Nolan brings the ball down the court here. Finds Brown once again. Top of the key. She's open. Drives to the inside. Ball batted away.
Stolen by Mandel. Donaldson in the front court.
And she'll go for the dunk on her head.
Well, head tap there. Donaldson with her Two
Rams
more
a little
points.
discombobulated in this press here. Darien easily breaks it.
To the outside, Ryan. Ryan finds Nolan. Miscommunication on the zone.
Oh, and it's blocked. Get that out of here.
Kivico to Mandel. To the inside, DeFelice. Elects not to shoot. Finds Kivico with the open three.
Bang!
Bam, bam, bam.
Dia Kivico.
The sharpshooter, man. She is 66% on those threes tonight.
All the way down from the parking lot, Kivico. That was deep.
Darien really can't handle this pressure from New Canaan right now.
Might have been a travel right there.
Ryan driving, batted down by
And then give
DeFelice.
the foul to Bella DeFelice right there.
Frustrating call, but most likely the right one. Camera will check in here for the Rams, and number 32 for Darien Quayle. Some more shots here. To be Julia Ryan. Her first shot good. Second shot here for Ryan. One shot remaining. 1 minute left to go here before halftime. New Canaan is up by 7 points with a score of 23-15. Her second, good. Shortens that lead to 6 points here. Donaldson to Plosker in the inbound. Plosker taking her time to cross that midline.
Oscar calling out Carolina. Very common play for the New Canaan Rams.
Camera finds Mandel. Mandel to Donaldson. Top of the key, Donaldson.
Calling for the screen. Pull up Jay. Just long. Camera with the offensive rebound.
Camera loses it, found by Plosker. Second shot here and a fake. Donaldson with the layup and the and one.
Yes, and it counts. Donaldson with the and one. Great finger roll finish right there.
Yeah, she'll get the fillet finish. Crispy clean on the play.
Agony, the freshman for Darien, will come off with an injury here. Looks like to the leg. New Canaan training staff's going to check her out here.
Shout out to Corey. Great athletic trainer. Visit him every day during the football season. Great guy, I might add.
Avitable checks in. Donaldson with her first. 50% on the night from the free throw line. Donaldson with the bucket. No surprises there.
Completes a three-point play.
Checks in here to Brown. Brown picked off by Plosker right under the hoop, and another two by Plosker.
And that is how you create offense. Defense creates offense. Great turnover by Natalie Pulasker right there.
And despite being up 12 points, New Canaan will keep on pressing Darien.
Avitable gets the foul on camera.
Draws the body foul, going right into camera. That's how you draw contact. You pursue, and once you drive, you go right into it. Don't fear it, and that's how you get to the line.
Right, never fear contact. That's how you get some more free throw shots. Playing like James Harden tonight. Drawing fouls. Don't look at me all surprised.
Yeah, but he flops.
Avitable first shot, very high, but goes in.
Rainbow arc on that one. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
That shot worked out.
Ronsky checks in for Kivico.
Second one here from Avitable. Once again, a high ball. That one air
But
ball.
it's an air ball, and that is a violation. When it doesn't hit the rim on a free throw, that is a lane violation.
Donaldson to Plosker. Plosker brings the ball up. 20 seconds left to play here in the first half. Plosker, top of the key. Kicks it out to Kammerer. Looks for a cutter. Does not find one. Donaldson on the outside. Donaldson drives. Puts a layup up.
Oh, and almost with the finger roll finish once again.
Mandel saves that ball.
5 seconds left. And
off
she'll throw it up.
With the kiss off the glass is Mandel at the horn. Great way to end a half.
Mandel with a dagger there. She's very excited. That was a great play from the outside, and she really uses that backboard to her advantage.
Buzzer beater
The
shot.
bank is open tonight, guys.
Right, and Mandel cashes yet another check. That'll be it for the half. First half score, Rams 30, Darien Blue Wave 17. We'll be back to you with the second half of play. New Canaan, Darien, a historic matchup, 4.2 miles away, a 10-minute bus ride. The Blue Wave need to give everything they have. Score of 30-17, the Rams must hold. Rivals since the beginning of time, rivals until the end of time. As we await the second half, both Coach Palmer and Coach Chambers give their teams a speech of a lifetime. Nothing bigger than this game right here. December 29th, 2022, at New Canaan High School Varsity Gymnasium, or its new nickname of the STAC. The Blue Wave must create their tsunami from the mindset. The Rams must keep pursuing the crumbling wave. The rivalry brings out the best in us. The girls bring the rivalry. Donaldson leading this Rams team of both sides of the ball. She must continue this dominance. Available for the Blue Wave. Much emerges a star. The 13-point lead must be erased for the Blue Wave. They must to win this game. Sorry if I misread your little thing there. Yeah, it was beautiful. Both teams here warming up at New Canaan Varsity Gym. The Rams lead by 13. Very exciting game here. Close one, too. 13 points is, just something that can be brought back by momentum. And I think, especially in the second half of play here, the Blue Wave might suffer from a bit of fatigue as they have less players on their roster. They only have 3 substitutions, one of which suffered an injury. It looks like she's back in this game. Will, what do you have on Darien here? What are they going to do, and what do you think Coach Chambers told them at half?
When you're down this much at half, there's one thing you got to do. You got to come out hot, and you got to create a run. You got to go 7-0, 8-0 run. If that's the best you can do, but you got to keep going. You got to get this back into a within-reach game. You have to get it back to where you can come back with a minute left if need be. They need to get this at least to a 5-6 point game to have a chance. With this New Canaan's high-powered offense, I see that's going to be trouble for the Darien Blue Wave. Right,
definitely agreed here. Both teams a little rusty, as you can tell. Tough first half here, but a high-scoring one. 30-17 is, sometimes the ending scoring of these games. And last year, neither teams hit 30 points in either of these matchups, and the Rams have that at half.
Yeah, if you told me before the game the Rams would be up by 13, I would not think that's the case. But the Rams are playing great pressure defense, and that's really tiring the Darien team, who has not that many substitutions to work with. Right,
Dylan. And how do you think that's going to affect here towards more of the fourth quarter? Because I feel like in the first quarter it's more of an even match, and some players are players that have endurance, but when you have 5 players and only 3 subs, that's not really something that you can continue with.
Yeah, I think New Canaan's just going to make this lead bigger and bigger, just more out the game while the Darien team gets more tired and tired. If you just look at the Darien faces, they're red, they're tired, while New Canaan, they're fresh. They're ready to go back in the game right now.
Right, and I think a lot of that comes from the depth of the New Canaan players here. If you really look into it, the entire team has played so far in this game, which is, just something special that, the entire varsity roster, aside from maybe 1 or 2 players, have seen real minutes.
I mean, the boys did it last night in their Holiday Classic game. They cleared the bench. That's always a great game when you can get everybody in, everybody getting experience. It benefits your team when you can do that early in the season.
This will be New Canaan's ball here at the start of the second half of play at New Canaan Varsity Gymnasium.
The STAC.
Donaldson on the inbound. Donaldson to Plosker. And the second half is underway. Plosker, top of the key. Drives to the inside. Finds Ognabeni. Finds Kiviko. Great cut by her. Slows the pace of play down. Donaldson finds Mueller.
Ognabeni posting up down low. Let's try to get in there. Get a feed to Ognabeni.
Ognabeni cannot find the ball here. Kiviko to Mueller.
Darien back to man-on-man defense. Mueller will drive it and get blocked hard.
With the fly swatter coming in hot from Julia Ryan.
Right, I think Mueller here has got to start to use her left hand on that layup. She didn't really have the angle, and that kind of allowed that Darien defender to knock the ball.
Yeah, by using the left hand, she'll be able to get it up and over the Darien defender. That's the 3rd time she's gone right hand on the left side. Claire Ognabeni charged with a 3-second violation in the paint. That is something you cannot do. You can only be in the paint for 3-second intervals, and then you have to step out.
A great call by the referee there, paying attention. Brown here on the inbound, cannot find a teammate. Finds Vidable. Vidable nearly knocked out, and the
nearly
ball.
Stolen, and now will be a turnover by Darien. Turnover caused by Maddie Donaldson.
That was a good bait by Donaldson. She went up, looked like the Darien player was open, and then came back. That's what I would call in Madden a user lurk.
Great IQ there, Dylan. Plosker to Kiviko. Kiviko slows the pace of play, finds her center in the middle. Agna Benny goes up for 2.
Agna Benny down the lane through traffic and puts it up with ease. Agna Benny speeding down through that lane. Great drive.
Look, Nolan here finds a Vidable, back to Nolan. Nolan looking for Brown, finds a Vidable, nearly knocked away by Kiviko. She'll be charged with a foul.
Kiviko. You know, great aggression there, just half a second late.
Look, right call there from the referee. On the inbound, Brown. Brown finds a Vidable in the backcourt. Rams slowing down their press coverage. Rams in his zone, find the trap. Nearly stolen by Mueller.
Oh, and
Plosker with the jump
stolen.
steal.
Plosker put her on a poster with that one.
Jumps above her head. She got some height on that jump.
Look at that immaculate hang time, guys. That's how you get a steal right there.
Donaldson to Plosker backcourt. Plosker making a big impact so far in this second half of play.
Yeah, Gray, you know a lot about the Plosker family, you could say.
Give it go to the inside. Finds Agna Benny. To Mueller up top. Finds Mueller to the outside. Finds Plosker on the inside.
Agna Benny inside. Oh, just off the glass.
Look, Agna Benny's having a great day today. She's doing a lot on the inside here, and she's unfortunately picked up a few fouls from, one of her first starts of the season, but she's having a great game.
Agna Benny had power for force inside. As you saw on the last offensive possession, she went down the lane for the easy 2.
Nolan here with the ball. Finds Avidable. Avidable drives down the court. Guarded by Plosker.
Oh, and she'll be charged with the body foul just a half a second late to cutting her off. You know, Greg, I know you know a lot. You want to tell us about her defensive style, Natalie Plosker?
Right, Plosker's an aggressive player. She moves out there. You saw she got a lot of height on that last one and really was able to come up with a steal.
Yeah.
The inside, Erdlin.
Oh, Plosker, Donaldson tips that one.
Up top, guarded by Mueller. Avidable drives.
Rams in a 3-2 zone, it looks like here.
Agna Benny with the swat. Erdlin loses. Mueller maintains possession, bats it away to Donaldson, who she'll fake one out and go up, hits a layup, another 2.
And Donaldson with the great pump fake underneath to get the easy 2. That's high IQ play right there by Madeline Donaldson.
Steal from Mueller.
Darien really can't do anything right now.
Great pass inside. Oh, and just off the back glass.
Pass goes south. They'll call a jump ball.
Darien cannot clear this ball right now.
Look, Darien having a difficult time getting the ball past the halfway. The Rams' full court press is working exceptionally well.
Darien as New Canaan sets up their press. 1-2-2 press here.
Nolan to Brown, back to Nolan. Nolan's got to move her feet. Avidable, moving backwards. Plosker will get out there and press.
Nearly tipped by Plosker right there. Deep 3.
And that is a brick.
Just a bit left.
Another brick by Brown. We've seen a few from her today.
Great offense by the Rams right there. Mueller to Donaldson, wide open underneath the rim, and Darien will take a timeout. What a start to the second half of the Rams' 6-0 run. That is not what Darien needed right here.
Look, New Canaan just pulling away with great plays like that and playing fundamentally sound. You're seeing the fatigue come into play here. The Rams players are fresh. None of them are tired, panting off this bench. They've had a lot of playing time, and, they've had enough because of the depth on their bench.
Yeah, Gray, I know you know a lot about this team because your sister was a senior captain last year. Great player. She was on the court a lot. What do you have to say about the team last year to the team this year?
Right, the team last year definitely had a lot of leadership, but this year's team does not compare, and in a good way. This team's leadership has a lot of returning players, and just that veteranship is really showing here in the experience compared to last year. For most sports, the COVID really screwed up a lot of returning players, and you really had no returning varsity starters, in a sense, for a lot of these sports, especially the winter ones. So winter athletes coming back for repeating starting seasons and just having that experience behind their back, and those accolades really allow them to build themselves and, have this impact that a lot of these players like Donaldson have been having today.
We talked a lot about Donaldson, we talked about Mueller, but Greg, we gotta focus in on a key player right here, Plosker. Can you give us some insight on her talents?
Right. I mean, as you spoke on before, great aggression, and she's gone up and had a few steals, and just having a great game overall. And a lot of these Rams players are having great games. You know, Agnebenny, as we spoke on before, has been playing great, and her role this game specifically has just been so great for the Rams. Nolan to the inside, finds Ryan. Ryan to Erdlin. A great play by the Blue Wave.
And easily breaking the Rams' press. A little fatigue from the Rams right there.
And that's what Darien's needed. Great timeout, great play call by Darien, getting back in this game now.
Give it go to the inside. Donaldson tips out of bounds.
Oh, good call by Mr. Official right there, awarding the Rams with the basketball once again.
Donaldson on the inbound. Looking to come back from that great Darien offensive play. Agnebenny sets a pick. Finds Plotzker to the inside. Donaldson floater, and it's 2!
Swish! Another one for Donaldson. Finding the bottom of the net again and again. And almost a steal by Donaldson right there.
Donaldson with the dagger. She's been playing great. And Mueller once again really causing turnovers. Look, Mueller's been having a great game here, and that's really shown just with her defensive abilities and creating chaos and steals and giving Donaldson some production. To the inside, Mueller puts her hands up. Avitable struggles to get past half court. Gets trapped here by the Rams defense. The press defense to Agnebenny.
By Agnebenny. Donaldson in the lane and is fouled. Send her to the line.
Look, the Rams have been doing textbook press coverage full court. And, Will, you might be able to speak on that more, but Avitable had no way to get past the half court line there.
Yeah, how about that? They just can't break it. They're trapping them right away, force them to pick up their dribble, and at that point there are no outlets as the Rams are covering every angle, every pass, every outlet Darien can imagine. And as you can see right there, the steal by Agnebenny forward to Donaldson, which sent her to the line with a great draw of contact.
Right, Darien coaching staff, and especially head coach Chambers, is not too happy right now. They haven't been able to get the ball past the halfway, and Donaldson with her first. Donaldson, no surprises there, nothing but net.
Very high arcing shot, very rare to see in the game today, but Donaldson does it very well and swishes the free throw.
Yeah, we'll see Tia Kiviko come out of the game. I know, Will, you're great friends with her. What do you have to say about her performance today?
Tia's a great shooter. Strokes the ball really well.
Mueller with the rebound. To the top of the key, Ronsky checks in here. Mueller to Donaldson. Donaldson on the outside. Donaldson drives floater once again.
Almost hits
in.
The pull-up J. Donaldson turning into prime Kobe Bryant as we speak.
Right, prime Kobe Bryant probably would have hit that, but Donaldson's having a great game nevertheless. Brown stuck here in this full court press. Mueller nearly with a tip. Avitable about to get trapped. Tipped by Plotzker. To the outside, Nolan. To the far side, Brown. To the near side, Avitable. Guarded by Mueller on the outside here.
Rams in this man defense.
This trap, Ronsky nearly picks up right away. It's almost like the Rams are playing with 6 players on the court. There is always a Ram on the ball here. Driving down is Donaldson. Donaldson crosses. Donaldson with the 3 steps. Donaldson in, and it's 2.
New Canaan
With a
does
nice
not want to
leg.
possess the ball. They just want to keep driving.
Donaldson coast to coast. She can't be touched right now. It's Maddie Donaldson's world, and we're just living in it.
Well said there. Rams continuing the full court press. Avitable will be trapped once again. Nowhere to go. She ditches one. Erdlin picks it up. Batted down by Kammerer.
Kammerer said, give me that one.
And she'll pass it to Fiona Moore, but Fiona Moore won't go for the 2 points. And I don't know what's going through her head there. Maybe they're up by too much and she tried to possess the ball.
I know you're good friends with Fiona, Dylan. Do you want to explain maybe what was going through her head there?
Yeah, I just think maybe Coach Palmer was like, you guys are up too much. Just possess the ball. Take your time. No need to beat them by too much right now.
Right. And I think I'd say the opposite, actually. Coach Palmer did not look too happy with that decision to pull the ball out. Nevertheless, you know, the steal was something that you kind of can't predict, and maybe just seeing that and giving Donaldson another second to break out could have resulted in another 2.
Great acquaintance and science partner of Dylan Stevens checks in the game. Isabella Mandel. Explain her contributions in the classroom and on the court, Dylan.
Yeah, she's a great student athlete. You know, she showed her performance on the court today. She has 4 points right now, buzzer beater at halftime, and she gets me straight A's in class. You know what I mean? Without her, I'd probably have a 70, but with her, I have a 95. So she works out great both on the court and in the school, in the lab.
And Gray, you want to explain Driscoll, who's also checking in her talents, because I know you were really close with her as well.
Okay. Sure. Driscoll is, had a great game. She'd gone in before and and really had her impact. I don't think she has any points on the board, but she did have a senior last year who did graduate, a senior older sister who definitely had a large role in that team.
What do you think the Blue Wave have to do to turn around this game here?
Right. I mean, listen, Darien's having, a tough game. It's 41-19. They're down by more than twice the score. I think this comeback is going to have to be something special here in this third quarter. And I think if the Rams are up by 20 going into the fourth here, we have 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to play before that happens. It's really kind of game sealing to be down by 20 going into a fourth quarter, especially in a game where you've only scored 20 points.
And to look at some New Canaan alumni, see Gray's sister, Parent Tomasco, in the fan section. She's committed to Elon for basketball, as she had a great performance last season.
Star point guard there, started as a freshman down in North Carolina, playing against best of the best, Parent Tomasco.
Look, stolen away by Mueller to the inside, drives, and another one batted away.
Another turnover by Mueller. Little lack of focus here, lack of concentration.
No, I wouldn't argue it's that. I'd say it's more of a little bit of confidence, and I think Mueller just needs to understand that she has the talent to drive on her own, and she doesn't need that extra pass to make those great plays.
In other words, lack of concentration.
To the inside here, Ryan on the inbound. Ryan to the top, finds Nolan. Nolan finds Brown. Down to the inside, Erdlin. Drives in the paint, puts one up, blocked by Kammerer.
Not today, Nola Kammerer says.
Ronsky finds Mueller, who carries down the court.
New Canaan will start to take their time with the ball instead of just driving to the hoop as quick as possible.
Oh, Mandel breaking ankles.
Looks like a little banana was on the court.
Banana peel causes a Darien player to trip up here. Ronsky with the ball, drives to the inside to the basket. She's got a shot, gives it to her center, Kammerer, who puts one up, another two.
New Canaan toying with Darien, putting them in spin cycles all over the court.
Yeah, New Canaan really has Darien in a blender right now.
To the inside, Mandel with the steal.
Mandel.
Mandel drives to the court. Big pass to Mueller on the outside. Mueller to the inside, Kammerer. Kammerer goes up. Travel.
Ooh,
great call by the ref.
Little slip of the pivot foot right there. Nearly a great move by Kammerer, but the pivot foot just slipped up.
Right, that's the right call from the referee, and really recognizing players in the paint, releasing their pivot foot. Brown, back to Avidable. Avidable, new player for Darien, checks in. That's number 4, Lauren Valji.
Trying to come back all in one play. Never works out when you're trying to speed up the game. Darien throws it out of bounds right there.
Valji's first minutes of the night, but really the story here is a lot of these Darien players have not been out of the game so far. Mandel drives down the court. Mandel to Ronsky. Ronsky to Mueller. Mueller slow to go to the inside, finds Driscoll. Mandel with the layup. Oh, nearly another two.
Just missed by Mandel. Great drive right there, attacking, forcing Darien to converge.
New Canaan traps. Brown makes the right play to Avidable. Erdlin kicks it out. She's fouled.
New Canaan still being aggressive while being up 24 points.
Driscoll awarded with the foul here. Very aggressive defense, like Dylan said.
Erdlin should have gone up with that one. She would have gotten 2. To the outside here, Avidable. Back to the inside, stolen by Ronsky. Ronsky drives at the court.
This is my kitchen and you're not crossing it.
30 seconds left in the quarter.
Great pass by Mueller. Finds Driscoll to the inside. Driscoll nearly misses a bucket. Put back by Kammerer.
Nearly a great assist by Fiona Mueller. The baseball pass all the way from center field. Fiona Mueller near. Great assist.
The outside Driscoll on defensive coverage here. Mandel on ball. Rams in their zone. To the inside. Kammerer fouls in the paint.
A little poke to the eye, it looked like. This game looks like it's pretty out of reach. What do you think Darien's going to do for the rest of this game? And do you think they're going to try to come back?
Quick shots. You got to come back. You're down 26 at this point. Not much you can do besides quick offensive possessions.
The
3
outside.
seconds left.
Moving picks. Avidable to Brown. Brown takes a shot.
Corner 3, and it's not good.
Nola rips that rebound down to end the third quarter. 45-19, your New Canaan Rams.
Look, this Blue Wave team just seems a little young, and a lot of their players haven't really found their groove yet, and they do have 5 seniors, but you know, as we said, 3 are hurt, and that's really showing right now about you know how bad and how much this affects the game. It's 45-19. That's an aggressive lead. It's a really aggressive lead that the Rams have, and compared to last year when that second game was only by 2 points, it was 29-27. The Blue Wave took it away at home. It's Rams have really been playing a great game. Dylan, what do you think the Blue Wave team needs to do to come back here? I know it might seem out of reach, but greater comebacks have happened. It's only 26 points. What are in your eyes? What are you telling your players?
I'm keeping their momentum high, spirits high. They got to keep fighting. The game's not over yet. There's still 8 more minutes, and they got to press up now on defense like New Canaan's been doing and start to pass it more. Just get those open passes to get good looks for Darien, and they could easily come back with good momentum.
I agree. You probably got to switch into a press here. Force New Canaan in a little uncomfortable state. Speed up the game. Each possession can't be more than 10, 12 seconds on offense. You got to find buckets, and you got to shoot lights out in this fourth quarter in order to win this game if you're Darien.
Ronsky to inbound here. DeFelice checks in for the Rams. To the inside, Ronsky to Mandel. To Kivico. Wide open Driscoll. To Ronsky.
Darien in this man defense playing really aggressive, forcing New Canaan to play in an uncomfortable state.
Top of the court, Mandel. Good cross to the outside, Kivico.
Trapping in the corner. Failed.
One-hand pass to Driscoll. Driscoll trapped on the outside.
Quick trap, but escapes it. Great IQ
Kivico
play.
in the corner.
Long 2. Just off the front rim.
That's definitely how you break a zone there. That's a great play by the Rams and creating the trap and then giving a wide open 3 opportunity. Unfortunately, the pass was not there.
Yeah, great. They did do a good job. However, they broke a man defense right there. Darien was in a man.
Driving to the inside is Mandel. Mandel goes up, no good.
So close by Mandel right there.
Avidable to Brown. Back to Avidable. To the outside, Ryan. Ryan finds Avidable. Drives to the inside. Back to Ryan. Long 2. Deep 2 goes no good. Air ball.
Air ball again.
2 air balls in a row. Third one rims out.
New Canaan failing to box out allows Darien for multiple offensive possessions.
Algie to Brown to Ryan to the rim.
Off the front rim.
Another air ball.
No legs in that shot.
And this is what I love from New Canaan basketball is they're just all sprinting over to pick up their teammates instantly.
Great teammates New Canaan is. They produce great people.
Inbound here is Ryan. Ryan to the top. Batted away by Mandel. Balji finds Avidable, finds Brown. And
Rams.
she finds the net.
In her face.
Stroking the ball from deep.
Look, well said, you two. In her face was that one. I believe that was a 2-pointer.
Quick trap again by Darien. Tia slows it down at the top of the key.
Pivot go to Driscoll. Out to Mandel. Mandel with the UNC shoes finds Kivico to the inside. DeFelice drives.
Backing her down, but rejected by under the backboard.
Mandel playing aggressive defense, finds it.
Mandel causing a jump ball again.
And she'll steal the ball like she stole Gray's heart.
What? Totally unrelated to anything we were talking about. Mandel inbounds the ball here.
Mandel is the spark plug of this New Canaan Rams defense, coming in whenever you need her to, causing that jump ball right there. Most jump ball calls on the season.
Mandel to the inside, Driscoll. DeFelice.
Oh, wow. Wow, they're going to give her the travel there. I like to see a foul call. Very, very much aggression by Darien right there.
Avidable drives down the court here. Guarded by Mandel. To Brown. To Valji. Back to Avidable.
Rams in a 1-2-2 with Mandel running the point.
That's great ball movement by, that's, holy cow.
Darien is moving their ball around, finding the open lane for the layup.
That's what we wanted to see from Darien today. We haven't seen that much, and we'll see what they can do on defense.
To Ronsky here at top of the key. Ronsky slowing the ball.
Ronsky taking her time, nothing to rush for, and Mandel gets fouled.
You know, Dylan, your favorite player on the court, you know, before the game, we were all looking for great performances. One of your favorite people, you know, in your life right now, Mandel, you know, what can you tell us about her and her performance?
Yeah, she's playing great today. She's playing good press-up defense, good scoring ability. She had a good game. Should see more minutes from her.
Mandel is
from
as
other
cool
games.
as the other side of the pillow. Both sides of the ball. Can't be much better than that. And excels in the classroom. The triple threat.
All right, little pregame we did who has the best shoes on the court. Now that we've kind of seen the players playing, you know, who do you think has the best shoes on the court?
I think I got to stick with Mueller's shoes. I love the Kyrie's and the laces on those and the colorway. Very, very cool. But you had your Darien player. Did you change your thinking now?
You know what? I think I did, man. I'm going to go with the De Felice's shoes right there, the black and orange there. You know, kind of a tough look
Those
for
are sleek, Ray.
someone in the paint. You know, she gets it done.
Mandel with the UNC shoes, though.
Ronsky on the outside, looking for Driscoll. Driscoll finds the ball to Mandel. Mandel guarded by Valji. Looking for an isolation. She
spit
finds the
move off of the Darien defender.
Kiviko on the outside. Kiviko, one of the better sharpshooters on this team, picks up her dribble, finds Mandel. Mandel drives on Valji.
Another spin move by Mandel. Oh, looking for the glass, couldn't find it there. Near miss by Mandel.
Little chase down. Brown here. Brown to Avidable. Avidable finds Brian on the outside. Back to Avidable. Guarded by Driscoll. Near takeaway. Mandel plays aggressive defense. Valji takes a three. Blocked by Tia.
Get that out of here. Tia Kiviko with the block and the steal.
Drives to the inside.
Coast to coast. Tia
With
Kiviko.
the jelly and
The
the
English
finesse.
off the glass. Kiviko coast to coast. She can't be stopped.
Look, peanut butter, and as you said before, Dylan, jelly off the glass. That was a great play by Kiviko.
She's had a great game today, starting off the game with a three-pointer and just hasn't stopped since.
Mandel bringing the peanut butter and Kiviko bringing the jam.
Oh, and we'll see some aggressive tackling, but New Canaan bringing up their player once again like always.
Emma Quayle on the inside for Darien. That was the play by her. Nearly some putback points.
Looks like we'll see Donaldson and Foster come back in the game with two new players we haven't seen today.
Right, the first two players here. That's number 22.
Katie Funk.
And a second player who we do not have rostered here. On the inside, Quayle. Erdlin misses her putback points. On the outside to Avidable, drives, floater up in the air, no good.
I mean, Madeline Donaldson checks back in the game. You know, she's been on fire tonight like she has been the past 3 games. What do you think? It's got to be the shoes.
It's got to be the shoes, man. Couldn't agree with you more. Avidable's first shot.
The elongated free throw routine, high arcing shot, finds the bottom of the net.
I mean, whatever works for you. It's definitely an interesting routine, but it works, so
she's got the
she's
little
gotta keep doing
booster
it.
in the back
You know,
with the back leg.
Some players go underhand, some players do, you know, like Giannis, some long free throw routines, and Avidable goes really high with her ball, nearly rebounded. Fights for the jump ball.
Yeah, you know, the granny's always a classic. Everybody loves the granny free throw.
And Darien will maintain possession.
Back in my day, I used to do the granny when I played basketball.
What was that, 3 years ago, Dylan?
Yeah.
Donaldson tipped out of bounds, nearly saved.
Dylan, do you want to tell us about your basketball experiences at Iona?
Yeah, so my basketball experience at Iona, I was there for a year, and we went to the state semifinals. Didn't have great success in the finals, but it was a great game. You know what I mean? We played good the whole season. No one expected that much from us, and we ended up showing a lot more than people thought.
Avidable, the Quayle, the Doyle, the Ryan. Everyone's getting touches here. Avidable puts one up, no good.
The bank is not open for Avidable today.
The bank is closed on Thursdays. Plosker here. Plosker to Donaldson. Donaldson goes up another 2, nearly made. No rebound from Funk. Avidable drives the court. Finds Brown to the inside. Brown to Ryan. Ryan slow to put up points, and she does.
Ryan with the postage stamp right on Driscoll in the paint.
Right, the post office is open.
post office will be open on Thursday, but for Edible, the bank is closed on Thursday.
Donaldson drives once again.
Flashy pass, not reeled in by Katie Funk on that one.
Look, Funk's got to play with some more structure here. She's kind of fallen over in situations like that where she's got to stay up and get that pass and put some points in.
Donaldson turning into Magic Johnson here with the flashy behind the back pass. You got to complete those assists when your teammate gives you such a good pass.
Vidable drives. Out to the outside. Ryan. Long ball to Brown. Vidable finds Ryan. Back the other way. Swings to the inside. Quayle drops. Driscoll with the steal.
Driscoll going through the whole team. Will she go the way?
Call
No.
for a double dribble. I think she got a little confused there when Donaldson put her hand up. But, you know.
She'll keep her head high. She'll be fine.
That's a youngin' right there. Got to learn from experience.
Like that's something you got to dial in, dribbling and just a straight dribble down the court. Something you got to make sure you're successful with in order to win games like this. Ball in the air. Brown, no good.
Darien not having a lot of luck from downtown tonight. Another deep one from Evan Boyd. It's good.
Irish ring, 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 ring.
And from way downtown, Vidable goes bang.
Bang! For Darien, for the first time in the second half, Darien will hit a three-pointer.
Once again, Donaldson with the look to Funk. This time Funk catches it but goes up and gets fouled.
Center to the line. Whole bench cheering on Katie Funk here. Love to see her get some buckets. Great, you think the bank will be open for Funk here?
Let's see if she's cashing her first check tonight. First shot.
She's definitely a team player if you know the whole bench is rooting for her right here.
Funk, first free throw, no
in
good.
and out.
Funk on a million backs. Funk, millions of boys and girls awaiting a result. From the line, Funk, second shot. No good. Ryan with the rebound to Vidable.
Rams in this relaxed 2-3 zone. Little pressure from number 12 here.
Brown to Vidable. Drive to the inside. Number 10 with the floater. No good. Jump ball caused by Driscoll and Ryan.
Evanbo loves the rainbow shot. You see that on her free throw, the floater, and the three-pointer. She drilled from downtown just on that last Darien offensive possession.
Yeah, just like Curry.
Yeah, she makes it rain from downtown. Little confusion here we have on the court on whose ball it is. Mishandled by the refs here to not announce that.
Rams given possession. Ball placed on the ground to Donaldson.
Interesting.
Ref was a little fed up there. Didn't want to hold on to that one.
Yeah, do you guys know any reason why it was just placed on the ground like that?
Yeah,
or?
so when a team doesn't take the ball out of bounds, the ref will place it on the floor and start counting the clock to 5 seconds. That happens, doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's detrimental.
Foster drives to the
Strong
outside.
screen.
She'll be fouled.
1 minute left in this game. The Rams are up 17 right now. Not the game we thought was going to happen today. Say that for sure.
10
Rams
fouls,
putting up
10.
47 points. What an offensive night. Gray, you want to expand on that?
Right, the Rams have been playing great, on both sides of the ball, and on the offensive end, they've just capitalized on every opportunity they've had. They started off hot. They've been hitting free throws. They've been hitting their layups. Donaldson's been having a great night. She's up for double digits, and just great performances from a lot of different players have contributed to this lead.
Yeah, definitely a greater performance for New Canaan this year than last year. Last year we saw them win 29-27 at home, and now this time they're up 47-30, almost doubling their points.
So they actually lost 29-27 away at Darien. Their first win was by about
28-26.
Okay.
Oh, great pass from Driscoll to Donaldson in the paint. Madeline Donaldson with an excellent finish in her face.
Right, second half points have been huge here for Donaldson. 18 seconds left in this one. Nolan drives the court, finds Brown. Does not elect to put up a shot.
Darien's going to need to do something here. Down 19, 10 seconds left.
You got to shoot.
Maddie Donaldson goes for the extreme block, doesn't get it.
Quayle with a miss, no putback. Rebound by a Ram. That'll be ball game.
Call a foul.
And that will be the game. Final score, Rams 49, Darien 30.
That's myself, Gray Tomasco. On my left, William Langford. On my right, Dylan Stevens.
finishing up on the call here. We will potentially see you here tomorrow night for the 7 p.m. Boys Holiday Classic Championship.
That is.
But probably not. So checking out here on my left, Will Langford, right, Dylan Stevens. Thank you.
If both teams could please pick up the cups behind the bench, that'd be great. Throw them in the garbage. Pick up all the garbage. Thank you.